Hey my friends, Late Boy Scout here, and this is another paracord tutorial involving the Ripcord Sinnet, the bracelet that I think is the ultimate in paracord bracelets because of how easy it comes apart for emergency use into one long unbroken strand. Can that be improved on? Well, I tried to improve on it by creating what I call the Ripcord Sinnet Plus. The big difference here is it's got a little bit more cord. And I'm going to show you how I added more cord to it right now. Use whatever length of paracord you want to. For the purposes of this video, I'm using about 10 feet, something like that. Find the halfway point, that's the key here. Find the halfway point by folding it in half. Then turn this loop like so. And this is going to be how you start off the bracelet. Then you bring this side from behind, pass it through like this. Next, sort of cinch this down a little bit, not too much. You want to make sure that this hole right here, this loop, this open area, is the right size for your clasp. That's how your clasp is going to be created, by this simple overhand knot going through that hole. So pay attention to the size of that hole. Don't let it get too small, don't let it get too big. Next, we'll take this end and pass it like so through that loop. So that you've got this configuration here. At this point, we want to cinch this down by pulling here. And also here. Once again, be careful to make sure that the receiving end of that clasp stays about the right size. Now this is the beginning of every variation of the Ripcord Sinnet, and once you have this, you can actually begin creating your tiers. So we start on this end, create this loop like this, pass some cord through it like that, cinch it down carefully and slowly. You want to try to make sure that the space in between these two knots is very minimal. Now, if this were the regular Ripcord Sinnet, you would pass this hoop through this one right now and start our way up. However, this is the Ripcord Sinnet Plus, so we don't do that. Instead, we just pull this down a little bit, get that cinched just a little bit, and then actually feed more cord through there. Now we've got to cinch this down, and that's a simple matter of pulling on this to get that loop cinched down a bit, and then tightening it here. So it looks like that. Now we're ready to pass this loop through this one. Rotate that up, hold it there, and cinch this end down. You can make this a bit tighter by pulling on this low end of that loop, and then cinch that down nice and tight. That is the first side of that tier. Let's begin on this side now. Again, it's a mirror image of what we just did. So I'm going to do it relatively quickly, just to show you how it's done. Again, try to create a minimal amount of space between those two knots. Reduce this loop, bring up some more rope and pass it through. Reduce it further, cinch it all the way down, as far as it'll go. Try to keep your loops configured like this, so that you've got one sort of coming from the bottom, and then going up around, and then over the top. If they sort of get behind and next to each other, you're going to have a hard time keeping this thing looking neat. And trust me, you want it to look neat because it just works a lot better. Cinch that up, and now we're ready to pass this loop through that one. Got that nice and tight. And our first tier is done. I'll quickly go through the second tier now. Continue the Sinnet upwards until you reach the length you want. When you're done, here's how you tie it off. Take this end, or that end, whichever end you finished on. Pass it through like this. You cinch this end down. Once again, paying attention to keep this sort of bottom and top loop. Don't let things get side to side. Then you take this one and actually feed the entire length through that loop. And you cinch that down. Then to tie that off is a simple overhand knot. If you have that the length you want it, and if you made sure to keep this opening nice and wide but not too wide, and that overhand knot will wrap around and fit right through there and become your clasp. Just like that. When that emergency comes and you got to use this cord, this is my favorite part, guys. It comes apart so fast. Undo that overhand knot. Pull this cord out of that loop, and then you simply pull the two ends apart. And there you go, the Ripcord Sinnet Plus, a great way to carry a little bit more cord than you get with the standard Ripcord Sinnet. Thanks very much for watching, guys, on the Late Boy Scout. Stay tuned for more paracord tutorials, especially involving the Ripcord Sinnet. We'll see you all later.